special going to sort of having those moments where you can sort of reflect upon just how far the Lionesses have come, and sort of what a whirlwind this past year has been.
So I think since 2012 really we've been kind of growing and growing and growing, and then the last year or two that people have really heavily invested into the sport, and we've seen it just blow up.
How have you sort of processed that disappointment? And I guess from a business perspective, if you miss out on a pitch or a job or the thing that you're going for, are there any sort of lessons that we could apply?
I think the only answer I can say is that every day I looked in the mirror and I just gave everything I could. It's even on a bad day, if I could look in the mirror and go, well, I did the best as I could, yes, even on a bad day, I could live with that. Ultimately, I'm in a team. It isn't just all on me. So if you're in the business sector, it's not just all on you. You've got other people that you've got to drag through and pull through, and sometimes it isn't their time either. Yeah. It just has to come together. I'm not solely defined by my sport. I moved on and I've done other things now. I'm in the media. I'm doing talks like this. I'm much more than just a footballer. So I have a really good balance that, okay, I haven't achieved that, but I've actually done a really lot of good things, and I'm okay with that. And it's not the be all or the end all. So if we don't get that pitch, there's always the next one, and then you just learn from it. Why didn't you get that pitch, and take the lessons from it and make sure that you get it right the next time.
So we do have a lean-in session later on the subject of mental health. So you suffered from some particularly low points during your career. What were the turning points to sort of get yourself out of that downward mental spiral?
I suffered with depression, had self-harm issues. I'm open to talk about it. I think you have to be. And I lived in America, and because I was depressed, I was addicted to sleeping pills as well. And all because I moved away from home when I was 21, lived in America, and got injured and had no family, no friends, and no sport around me. It's hard to explain unless you've been through it yourself. It's just a black hole. So I had to come back from America and gave up my pro contract over there to get healthy again. Got a master's in psychology so I could understand myself a little bit more, and why I felt the way I felt, and then I could go and help other people. Before I was probably built on sand, and going through what I went through and having to be at rock bottom, I've built myself on concrete now. So you might have down days, but I won't crumble to the depths that I crumbled over there. Breaking meant I could put myself together in such an unbelievable way, and honestly, it was the most brutal thing I've ever been to. It took me years to recover, but I wouldn't change it for the world now. I'm glad I went through it.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That's really, it is very So you've already spoken about sort of your next steps. So you're starting to work for BT Sport and BBC as a pundit. Very new to it, obviously. How are you finding that transition?
I'm still having to learn. I'm failing on the job. And you don't really get that much training. You're going to get pushed into it, and it's like sink or swim. And that ability to go, I messed up there, and I've got to fix it quick on the next one. It's live TV, or I've got the ability to learn, which is something I've transferred from sport. Is I've got to learn really quickly, and I've got to work hard, and everything's applicable, and everything I've learned in sport I'm having to quickly put into the media role. For me, what I find very difficult, so when I started playing football, I was against a lot of barriers because I was the only girl playing in a male sport, and so I went through loads of bullying, everything negative, and you're like, this is all I want to do is kick a football. I don't know why I fell in love with football. I love it. I'm just obsessed with it. Trust me, in an easier life, I'd be a dancer. It would be easier. Do you know what I mean? I've got 2 left feet, as you've seen how I play, so dancing would be great. But so I thought, I went through all those barriers as a kid, being bullied, being the only girl playing, got through it, and got thick skin from that. And then we've got to a point now where women's football is acceptable, and now I've retired, and now I've gone into punditry, and all that started again, where all I'm doing is sat on the sofa giving my opinion and speaking the game, and now I'm getting abused for that because I'm a female. So I have to work 3 times as hard as any male pundit, because if I don't know my stuff, it's because I'm a female and I shouldn't be on there and I shouldn't be doing it.
In a meeting scenario, saying, actually just sort of putting your voice in, even if you don't naturally are inclined to do it, just sort of inserting stuff and making sure that your voice is heard. Do you feel like that when you're on the sofa in a live TV environment? You're like, right, I've got to get in at some point.
You have to, but it's going back to when I played. You've got to back yourself, because if you don't back yourself, no one else will. So when I'm sat there going, I should speak, I've just got to
go speak. Actually speak.
Just lean in and go, boom. well, actually, Robbie, I totally disagree with what you got to say, and as long as I back it up with my knowledge, but I've done my research beforehand, I'm good to go. And at the end of the day, I call what I see it as now is I say catchphrase. I say what I see, so I'm only saying what's in front of me, and it doesn't matter what gender I am. I'm just saying that, well, if that person's give the ball away, that person's give the ball away. I have to say what I see.
How do you create that sort of that vibe within a team? How do you cultivate it? And if it's slightly missing, what can you do to go about it to get it more?
I think everything you just said, all those attributes are so transferable, because in business you do work in a team, and you need each other, and you might not get along with everybody within your team, but you've got to find a way to motivate them and to make them what makes them tick. So there'll be one player in the team that me and Jill know we've got to feed their ego a little bit more, because we need them to, you can't have a go at them, you need to feed their ego, but that gets the best out of them. So if that gets the best out of them, that gets us a goal, that gets us a win. Or in business terms, if you feed their ego and they perform better, then we might get that pitch. There's certain times you have to shout at people, tell them off, tell them how it is, because they've got the siege mentality, and they need to be pushed. So it's just about knowing the people that you work with, whether it be athletes or business people, that you need to know what motivates them, and take the time out to go, well, why are they doing it, what's their purpose, and how do we get the best out of them.
Let's open it up for some questions if anyone would like to ask Karen a question.
But do you think that they have a responsibility to help promote the female game more, to get the attendance numbers up, to help drive the game from the ground level perhaps?
Yeah, we're trying. So the weekend just gone, I don't know if people saw, we broke records again. The Manchester City and Man United played at the Etihad Stadium, which is the men's ground, and got 31,000 people there. On the next day, Sunday, Chelsea played Tottenham, and they played at Stamford Bridge, the men's ground again, and got 29,000 people there. So in 2 days, we'd hit over 50,000 people just in 2 games, both at men's grounds. So it's fantastic that the teams are now recognising from the men's department, you know what, it's not Chelsea women, it's not Chelsea men, it's Chelsea. It's not Manchester City, it's Manchester. And it's Man United saying that you're all one. You're not apart from. You're a part of. And I think that's what they're trying to do, and that's really exciting, because it's brands. It's Chelsea. It's Chelsea the brand. It's a Chelsea little girl who's a fan, the dad that's a fan. It's the boy. It's Chelsea. It's the badge. And that's for me, from when I was at Birmingham, I wanted it to be, no, it's Birmingham, it's passion, it's one club, it's one city, that's who we should be after. It's, if you're a football fan, you're assigned to a team, again, you're a part of, not apart from, and that's what I always wanted it to be. It's football, it's for everybody, it shouldn't be men or women, it's football.
Well, that does bring us to the end of the session. Karen Carney, everyone, thank you.